Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today's Fabrichat.
Good morning.
Hi.
All right, well, if you are new to our channel, we are a mother-daughter duo, and we've owned a quilt shop in Central Washington State for 23 years. Not so much a duo. This is Brianna's daughter, my granddaughter, Maisie. Some people call it the Maisie Show, but we call this Fabrichat. And when we started this a couple of years ago, we talked about quilting and, I don't know, quilting tips and tricks and fabrics, and now we just chat about nothing. And those of you guys that have stayed with us for a while, that's all we're doing, is we chat about nothing. It's like having coffee with girls. Yeah, and that was kind of how it started. It started back during the pandemic when we were missing our people, and we just wanted to have coffee with the girls again. And it has continued. We also do box openings tonight, Wednesday nights at 5, and Saturday afternoons at 12:30. And Maisie has found her voice. She likes to chat.
She's loud.
She's very loud.
Lots to
for
say.
a third child. She's super loud. But what's kind of funny is that the box openings, that's really what we do, is we open boxes and we show you the stuff that's brand new in the shop that you can buy. And usually we talk to you about, what you could do with it, some patterns. But we chat just as much. And so it's kind of a funny thing because there's two sides of the fence. People, it's like, oh, I just watched just to hear the chat. I totally don't need any new fabric, which is great. And then other people, it's like, why do you talk so much?
Totally don't need the chat.
Open that box. It's been sitting in front of you for 3 minutes now. I've been timing you. So anyway, and the reason that I mention that is because oftentimes it's like a continuation of a conversation, You see a friend at a store and you chit-chat a little bit and then you meet for coffee and I didn't tell you the rest of the story or whatever. And that's really what happens, is that we just continue this conversation because, I don't know, because I want to talk about the movies for a minute, but when we first talked about Harrison Ford being shirtless, that was at Wednesday night's box opening, right?
Yeah.
So we talked about the Indiana Jones movie at a box opening, not Fabrichat. Then Sunday, we told you we went to the movies. And we gave you our movie review and told you about what happened after the movies. And so then now here it is Wednesday. If you are only our Fabrichat watchers, you don't know what we're talking about.
Right.
So you kind of need to chat with us.
All week long.
3 times a week we're going to sit and have coffee a little bit. Because that's what you would have missed, is that we went to the movies. First time since pre-pandemic.
Gosh, forever.
It's been a long
last
time.
movie I went and saw in theaters.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Totally worth it. I highly recommend it. It was fantastic. All the hype was that he took off his shirt. He didn't take his shirt off. He had his shirt off because he was sleeping in the recliner. And I'm going to say, and I think I said this on Sunday, I wouldn't have even noticed. I wouldn't have thought anything of it because it was absolutely part of the scene and it made sense. But I don't know, like broke the internet that he had his shirt off. He's an 80-year-old man and he looks great. It's fantastic. Yeah. But here's the funny thing that I wanted to tell you. This is what I wanted to tell you about, is that Alexa, and I'm sorry I said it if yours is now listening, but she's such a pain in my side. She drives me crazy because she thinks she's my assistant. So she's constantly suggesting things because we have 2 in our house, and they both have the little screens. I don't know what that's called, the Echo.
Yeah.
So it'll show you things. So, I might say, oh yeah, tell me that story, and it's something in the news or whatever. So she obviously listens to everything. And so when I was searching for, what was that I was shopping for recently? Oh, I was shopping for the portable ice maker.
Oh, okay.
She knew, and the only reason she knew is because she snoops around on what I'm doing online, which is a little bit creepy. I mean, for those of you guys that don't have one because you're creeped out by it, I'm not saying I disagree with that. Anyway, she was constantly showing me studies and reviews on ice makers. Well, then she obviously knew that I got one, and she stopped that. Well, now what she's doing, she knows I went to the movies.
Oh, and Indiana Jones with shirtless men.
She knows way too much about me. So she is now recommending movies for me. It's like, oh, have you seen the? Oh, there's a new movie review. Here's a new movie review, and I'm kind of a little over it. It's like, listen,
leave me alone.
Sis, back off a little bit.
Know your audience.
Yeah. I went once in 3 years. How do you not know that about me? Come on. I mean, if it's Netflix and, once a month and recommended by my friend Joan Pergola, I will watch it. But if it's not recommended by a friend, I'm not going to trust you. Well, here's the funny thing. So she was recommending, and it did kind of catch my attention. She recommended the new Barbie and Ken movie.
Oh, I want to see that one though. I love Barbie, so.
Well, you know what's funny? Oh, then you're going to love, because I have something for you this morning. Because here's the funny thing. So she recommended it, and I was from across the room. I thought I was watching, and she said, "Oh, she'd play a little preview for me." And I thought it was Margot Robbie, which it is. I love her.
She's fantastic.
She's fantastic. And I thought it was Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, no. It's Notebook guy.
It's Ryan Gosling. Which, okay, you know, he's cute and all, and he's great. That's not who I thought it was.
He ain't no Ryan Reynolds.
He ain't no Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, I'm in. I will watch Barbie and Ken just to watch Ryan Reynolds. I've watched every single thing he's ever done at least 3 times. Love him. Love that man.
I watch Deadpool just for the commentary. I can't actually watch it because it's so
it's
gory.
Super gory. But I love him.
I let Robert watch it while I'm in the sewing room, and I'm just cracking up in there.
He's so funny. I love Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. So I, of course, that's what I thought I saw. You couldn't see the... So I said, play that clip or whatever. And it's of Ryan singing about being Ken. And that he's second fiddle. That he would be a perfect 10 if it was anybody else, but he's next to Barbie, and so he's, nothing. Barbie and Ken. So he's singing this whole song. And I thought, well, Ryan
can sing,
can sing really, really well. And I thought, well, that doesn't really sound like his voice. So I got a little closer and realized that it was Ryan Gosling. It's like, okay, well, And then I got to thinking, because he has like this perfect chest. Mm-hmm. And that was the other thing. And I thought, well, is that why she picked it? Because it almost makes you wonder, did they CGI his chest?
I have no idea. I haven't even seen it.
Do you think he has like an 8-pack?
No. I don't think that's a thing.
I think it's really a thing. I mean, I think that
you could, maybe if you're a bodybuilder, but... He's an actor. He destroys his body for each role.
I mean, Mark Wahlberg,
Yeah.
He's like my second favorite. He runs a really tight ship right next to Ryan Reynolds. But anyway, so then I got curious, of course, because that's what happens, right?
She hooked her.
She did it. So I thought, okay, now wait a minute. So then I wanted to know if my question was... I'm going to have to hand her to you for a minute because I'm going to have to show you something on my phone. So I don't have my glasses. My question was, did they CGI Ryan's chest for the new Barbie and Ken movie? And she didn't quite answer it properly. So then I had like a couple choices. And so then it was when AI gives you a Ken. And so I read this little thing, and there was this gal who, I don't know if she was YouTube or Instagram or what social media platform, but she's somebody, and we'll put the tag in there for you. But she apparently, some time ago, asked AI what a Barbie would look like in every state. And apparently, and I didn't look at that. Uh-huh. But then she liked the results so much, she wanted to know, what would a Ken look like? If you were AI, what would a Ken look like from every state? I'm going to show you. And I also have some commentary. And here's what I want to say, first of all. I want to say that all of you guys that are worried that AI is going to take your job, no. You're not going to.
Because of this, it's evident?
Well, this is evidence that AI is not nearly as educated as you think. So... Okay, so let's start with this one. And it's all in alphabetical order. We'll put the link on there, and we'll show you the pictures. So this one is Alaska. Okay, so that's a pretty cute little Ken. And that seems fairly reasonable, right? I mean, he's dressed warmly. He looks like he could have some Inuit Indian in him. Mm-hmm. That seems pretty reasonable. I feel like that's okay. It's like, okay, and he's pretty cute. He's a 10. Yeah, that seems right.
Oh, that's hilarious. Arizona. Not quite right.
That is a poser. So an AI was clearly fooled on what Arizona men look like. I've spent a lot of time in Arizona. No, that's not even, just plain take all of that jewelry off and button up that dang shirt.
Too hot for that. There are big ass bugs down there.
Just plain no. Not even, see? Even you're being all judgy. I know, it's not right, is it? Okay. Connecticut. Now this one disturbed me.
What is on his?
Okay, so here's a couple of things about that. First of all, he not only does not have just a normal backpack, he has a man bag. And not just one man bag, he has two man bags full of tools. What sort of tools are in there?
What's his little keychain?
I don't even know, but he's mace or something. He's taking you in the woods. And what is he going to do with you? Look at those eyes. I mean, you're not coming out of the woods. This is a Ken that wants to wear Barbie's skin.
Put the lotion on his skin.
Super creepy. Look at his eyes. What is he carrying in both of those man bags? Right. That's what I said.
If you're from Connecticut, let us know if a 2-man satchel is a thing.
It's not. No. It's creepy, creepy stalker, creepy. Come with me into the woods. Don't go. Something's really wrong with that one. Okay, this one.
Delaware. Okay.
So wrong.
Okay, that's very footloosey.
Right. So many questions about this picture. So you're assuming then that this Delaware guy is fairly intelligent, right?
Ivy League. Sure.
Ivy League. Yeah. In his office full of books, he has coffee on his desk. That makes sense to me. Okay, but he's not going to tuck in an unbuttoned shirt. No. And then add a second unbuttoned shirt with his collar up. It's just not going to happen. Again, AI, I don't know what you're thinking, but this is not a thing. And here's my other really big question. Why is he wearing 2 watches? Because his Apple Watch is for one thing and his little watch Timex is for something else. What time is it? I don't know. Oh my gosh.
I'm late.
I mean, why are you wearing 2 watches? No.
Doesn't want to. IA doesn't want to offend anybody in case you're left-handed or right-handed. Idaho. That's not Idaho. I was like, oh, Texas. That's pretty accurate.
What's wrong with that? First of all, look at the size of that hat. Woody wants his hat back. No self-respecting cowboy wears a hat like that.
Idaho.
No. And
Idaho.
what is going on with his forearms?
Yeah.
His forearms. What motion do you think he's doing? And why are his biceps not bigger than his forearms? I don't even understand that.
That's
okay,
funny.
so the scenery is right. You kind of got that right, but no. That's just plain wrong.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, super, super wrong.
Okay, maybe Iowa.
Maybe Iowa,
can get
but
that
do you
one.
think that's Iowa from the 1800s, or do you think that he's Amish?
He's Iowa Amish, for sure. His eyes are a little sketchy. It's intense.
Yeah, super intense. I don't know. And I think the next one, I think you can't see yet, because I'm going to show you at the end. Yeah. Well, I'll show you now. Okay, so first I have to tell you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So this is... I mean, it's bad. It's bad.
Is YouTube going to be mad at us for showing this?
They might be. It's bad because here's the thing. I'm just going to say AI, wherever they found this little computer, I think she's a little racist. There's something kind of weird going on here because I think, okay, so it is likely that Barbie could be dating a black Ken.
Of course.
No problem with that. Of course, absolutely. Okay, so AI picked 4 different black men from 4 southern states. Okay, I'm okay with that too. Nothing wrong with any of that. Yeah. Can you picture a perfect 10 southern black men?
Yes.
In a second.
Absolutely.
Right? Mm-hmm. Totally. Mm-hmm. I'm going to show you what she said. Sorry, my phone locked up.
And what state is this?
Louisiana. Wait, I'm going to say Louisiana for last.
Yeah.
Mississippi.
Really?
Totally no.
No.
I don't even know what's happening there.
No.
No. And then I have to go ahead to...
West Virginia. No.
So wrong.
What is that hair?
And what's with all of that makeup? And no. I mean, no.
Come on. Georgia. They got
all of them have the same thing. They're all clubbing in Miami.
Yeah.
This is not...
No.
This is not... No. Okay, and now the last one I want to show you. I want to go back to Louisiana. I mean, that's like a trans man, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what is going on there?
Weird.
I know. Those are the 4 black men that she picked. That
AI picked. Interesting.
I mean, I'm fine with all that. Whatever. I mean, again, not judging. This is an AI interpretation of a doll. So
Right.
I'm not hating on anybody. I just think
Yeah. She could.
there's
have
a
done better.
theme here.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to say. I want to know more about this. I want to know where this computer was. Because I think that the only people that, if you look at all 50 states, it's all alphabetical. She liked the Midwest. You know, those were normal pictures.
Sure.
But East Coast she didn't care for. They were all doofy looking. And this was the 4 black men.
Huh.
For Barbie.
Makes you wonder.
It does make you wonder. I kind of wondered about that whole thing. This one was kind of funny. So this one was Nevada because I thought that he seemed a little old for a doll that's supposed to be 20.
Yeah.
That one was kind of just interesting.
Oklahoma.
Okay, now finally,
Okay.
I liked him. So this was what I was going to
Oklahoma
say,
was
is that
good.
Oklahoma, all of the Midwest, really, in fact,
And that's a normal
he's so
size hat.
handsome. Yeah, normal size hat, normal size arms. He's only wearing one watch. You know, it's like a normal thing. I thought that he looked okay. Yeah, the Rhode Island ones, all of those. There was,
It's funny that she did East Coast so Ivy League.
yeah, all of them are very,
Yeah. Country club.
yeah, country club. And then,
Interesting.
I know, I thought, and then just because for the 2 for us, you know, Idaho is right next door, got that wrong. And then Oregon, I was interested in. Oregon, you know, Oregon, maybe, I guess, I mean, it's kind of woodsy,
Yeah.
but only the center part of the state is woodsy. The thing with Oregon is it should be kind of hippie and earthy,
Yeah.
I think. Wouldn't you pick? They're kind of the Northern Californians.
I wonder what they got for Washington. Oh. Well, I guess if you're from the coast.
If you're from Seattle,
that
I
was
guess
probably
maybe
pretty
you're
accurate.
a yuppie.
He wouldn't have vinyl pants on, though.
Do you think it's
But-
vinyl or you think it's leather?
I don't either
He's
one.
obviously
Probably not a
very
good
wealthy,
idea.
but he's obviously some sort of a yuppie.
Yeah.
Ew.
All right, I'll link it in the bottom. So if you want to see your state, if you didn't see your state, you can look at it.
You can look at it, and you might not like it. Because then I thought, after I saw the Washington, it's like, well, you know, I mean, not even remotely right. So then I thought, well, there was 2 that I thought were interesting. Not that I would ever pick a 20-something. I mean, gross. But just for fun, it's like, so what I'd want to know is which one you would pick. And so it's kind of funny because there was only one. Well, there was 2.
North Dakota.
That's a whole lot of hair. So the funny thing is that, because you know, I never know when Dad's going to watch one of these. So of course, the doll that I would pick
It's the older man
would
from
have a
Nevada.
dad bod,
Right?
a squinty eye, balding, and be in coveralls.
Coveralls. There you go.
They don't have a Ken doll like that. But they did have this guy. Oh wait, where was he? Did I delete him? They did have this guy that.
Wait, be nice to your little ear.
Oh, I lost him.
Did you lose him?
I did. There was one. I think he was from like Ohio. Maybe what we'll do is we'll add, because he was kind of funny. He had on glasses, and he but he was the only one that was smiling. Isn't it a funny thing that on a Ken doll that they all of them had, I don't know, bedroom eyes, sultry eyes. I don't know what the deal was with that, but they didn't look, you know, but there was one that was smiling and looked like he might have had a sense of humor, and he had on glasses. And I think he was Ohio. And I thought, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, he was the only one that I thought I would, like, strike up a conversation with. All of the others I kind of didn't really know about. But anyway, kind of interesting, but,
Fun.
you know, yeah, whatever it is that Alexa is thinking and doing, and
Hilarious.
she's a dork, and the stuff that's out there, but stuff the AI generated, weird things. And again, they are not taking any of our jobs because
Yeah.
that's super wrong. All of that is super wrong. So, all right, let's see what else. Oh, and also what we talked about on Sunday, we talked about what happened after the movie, which was Indiana Jane killed a spider. And oh my goodness, so many people came on and said the same thing. Either, oh, absolutely not, could not kill a spider.
Or I can totally doubt you.
Or the people who said, I am a tissue squishing spider killer.
Good for you.
Yeah, great big no.
What happened?
Great big no. I know, I'm not going to do it either. See, I thought maybe she was going to need her binky. Do you need your
think she
binky
needs
or
it?
do you need Nana?
She said, I don't know.
She says, I'm kind of tired and I want this. Oh, look at her rubbing
Yeah.
those eyes. I know.
Are you getting sleepy?
Are you sleepy? Well, let's just tell them about the quilt behind us. Can you tell us?
So the one behind us is a little version of And So It Crows.
And so it grows. And this one is a smaller version, the quilt. You could probably do different sizes with your
I'm
pattern,
sure.
right? Mm-hmm. And Karen Walker. So we did a trunk show last week. When did that air?
Yeah, they
Friday,
saw,
Saturday?
they saw it Saturday morning.
So if you haven't seen it yet, maybe you could link that. And we ran out of a couple of her patterns, and then you've already reordered.
Yeah,
those.
they're on their way. They'll probably be here Thursday, so they'll be shipped out maybe Thursday or maybe Monday. But they are on the way from Oregon, so just a couple days.
And we have a couple other things to show you. We have a couple of kits and a new sample that Barbara just quilted for us that we're going to show you tonight on box opening. And what else? Anything else? I feel like we're going to have to cut this morning.
Anything else?
Short.
I don't know. Yeah, we haven't done anything. We did cherry picking. The kids enjoyed that. I was telling Mom we have to go back because we were all
We have to have pictures of this.
Yeah, struck in awe by Harper. So she's of course our foodie. She is always food driven, whether it's being good and getting a sucker or whatever it might be, but she loves her food. But we were cherry picking and she's eating them, but she has it everywhere. All over her face, dripping down all over her hands. It was like a horror flick. What was happening? And so then we went to a different part of the orchard to pick a different variety. And she's sitting over this bucket of cherries, and she's eating them. What she's doing is she's taking one bite and just tossing the other one. Taking another bite and toss as she's dripping. And all this carnage.
We're gonna go back, and I'm gonna go back just
to
with the
take
camera.
pictures. Yeah, because we missed.
Because that's how she eats ice cream. She eats ice cream like that. You give her an ice cream cone, and it is everywhere. And it's like, Harper, hey, let's clean up your face. So we cleaned up her face, and then within a second, she has that cone, and it's like,
like a lipstick. That's crazy. She did get all the cherry juices off. I told her she had to go in the bathroom and get everything cleaned off before she could get out. So,
and whatever shirt she was wearing, I'm sure, is just her cherry shirt from now on.
Yeah, it's going to have to be. So yeah, it was hilarious. I wish you would have had a picture, but what is happening? If anybody sees this, officer, I promise, it's just cherries. We didn't eat something on the way here.
Carnage.
Yeah, it is bad.
We'll go back because, we want to get
more.
some, and Tracy wants to get some, and Margot, and we'll get some pictures for you.
Yeah, it's pretty
So,
I like this.
she says, "Oh,
But yeah.
how come I can't?"
So that's what we've been doing. And then some of you guys may have known the fire that happened this week. It was in nowhere close to me in Quincy.
Because it keeps saying Quincy. Oh yeah, tons of people.
It said Quincy, but it was on the outside skirts of Quincy, like between Quincy and Wenatchee. It's kind of closer to Quincy for sure, and into Crescent Bar. They didn't really lose any structures. No housings were lost. They worked their butt off, and it was all day long. Finally, at midnight on Monday night at midnight, they finally reopened the highway. It jumped a major highway, and they finally reopened that so people could get through. And so they're still, as of I think 9 a.m. on Tuesday, they still haven't opened Crescent Bar, so anybody who had evacuated couldn't come back in yet until probably noon. I think they just want to make sure that everything is taken care of, because if that strikes up again down there, it'll take out $1 million condos, and it's just not worth it. So they worked their butt off, and that was been our first major one in our area, and they did a fantastic job. They had, me being on the major part of the highway on the other side, they had all of Quincy's and the out hubs, Quincy Fire Departments. They had a Freda come through, and I'm sure they used part of Wenatchee.
Sure.
Because it was creeping into Douglas County, so I think...
Oh yeah, because the line for Douglas County is right there.
So my guess is they were fighting one way, and keeping the burn off from going. It was probably quite the work, but I'm still super impressed. Those firefighters, man.
They work hard, and it's 100 degrees out there, and they're out there just on it.
They did a really good job.
Yeah,
and the scariest thing, just thinking the whole Crescent Bar, because Crescent Bar is along the river, but you have to come down this huge cliffside to get to them. So I'm sure, were parked waiting for the fire to get them, because you can't fight the cliffside. So could you imagine just sitting there waiting for it to get here? Yeah. But so everyone was safe. It's a terrible thing that out here we have fire season. You know, a lot of the western states do, and it's just it was over 2,400 acres. Wow, it's crazy.
And Phyllis from White Heron Winery, they did lose some vineyard, but we were on point waiting if they needed a pickup and a trailer to get anything out of there.
Or if they needed to jump stuff off at our house or whatever. We were pretty sure they were never going to leave their home, but you just never know if, I come with my dog. I mean, whatever. You never know until the time is there.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they had the waters on the vineyard, the whole thing to try to help.
Yeah.
But, so.
Icky.
Fire's okay. It's out. It's, everyone's safe and back home by now. But, yeah. Pretty crazy.
Really crazy.
'Tis the season. Alrighty.
All right. We will
see you tonight for box opening. Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.
Good job.